Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our New York studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin with developments in the Middle East, where U.S. President Donald Trump has signaled that the 5-week-old war with Iran could soon come to an end. In a televised address, President Trump stated that the conflict may be over within the next 2 to 3 weeks. He also suggested that U.S. forces could withdraw, regardless of whether a formal agreement is reached, pointing to what he described as a more accessible new regime in Tehran. The remarks have raised cautious optimism internationally, though uncertainty remains over how such a withdrawal would unfold on the ground. However, Iran has pushed back strongly against any immediate diplomatic progress. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has stated that there are currently no grounds for negotiations with Washington, while acknowledging that indirect messages have been exchanged through U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. Tehran has reportedly not responded to a 15-point peace proposal put forward by the United States. The lack of engagement underscores the ongoing diplomatic deadlock, despite growing global calls for de-escalation. Meanwhile, tensions continue to intensify across the wider region. Yemen's Houthi rebels have claimed responsibility for a fresh missile strike targeting Israel, carried out in coordination with Iran and Hezbollah. This marks the third major joint operation in recent weeks, highlighting an expanding network of regional actors involved in the conflict. The coordinated attacks come despite sustained U.S. pressure on Iran, raising concerns that the war could broaden further beyond its current fronts. In another alarming development, an Iranian drone strike targeted fuel storage tanks at Kuwait International Airport. The attack caused massive fires, though officials have confirmed that no casualties were reported. The incident has triggered significant concern across the Persian Gulf, with major financial institutions, including the National Bank of Kuwait, temporarily shutting down their headquarters as a precautionary measure. Markets across the region have shown signs of volatility following the escalation. Turning now to Pakistan, educational institutions across Punjab have officially reopened today, April 1st, following recent closures. The government has also introduced a new 5-day school week policy, making Saturdays and Sundays permanent holidays. Authorities say the move is aimed at reducing academic pressure on students, while aligning the academic calendar more efficiently. For more on this, we go to our correspondent Drake Rolland in Lahore.
Thank you, Victoria. Schools across Punjab reopened this morning with a noticeable sense of normalcy returning to classrooms after the break. Parents and teachers have largely welcomed the new 5-day week policy, saying it offers students better balance and reduces burnout. Education officials here in Lahore say the revised schedule will also help streamline administrative planning and improve attendance rates. However, some educators have raised concerns about completing the syllabus within fewer working days. Authorities insist adjustments will be made to ensure academic standards are maintained.
Thank you, Drake, for that update from Lahore. In economic news, the State Bank of Pakistan has reported a projected net outflow of $31.23 billion due to maturing foreign loans and securities. With official reserves currently standing at around $28 billion, the government is under mounting pressure to secure rollovers and fresh inflows to prevent a potential liquidity crisis. Analysts warn that timely financial management will be crucial in the coming months. Adding to the economic strain, the Ministry of Finance has cautioned that rising global oil prices, driven by the ongoing Iran-US conflict, pose a serious risk to Pakistan's import bill. Despite these pressures, inflation for the month of March is expected to remain relatively stable, projected between 7.5% and 8.5%. Officials attribute this stability to ongoing fiscal austerity measures, though challenges remain as external factors continue to impact the economy. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.